Welcome back to the meditation section of Just Us Friends, and I'm glad to have you with us. And if you're new, you are welcome to look through the meditations of the past and spend a little time experimenting with different meditations every day, finding the ones that are right for you, imagining that Just Us Friends has given all of you this great smorgasbord, this banquet table of different meditation teachings. And just like when you go to a restaurant, a buffet, you're not going to fill your plate with everything that's there in the table. You're going to choose intuitively what it is that you like and what it is that you feel like you need that day. And the same with the meditations and teachings. Trust that your inner wisdom will make the choice for you, and you'll gravitate to the teachings or the meditation that's most helpful for you at this point in your growth and evolution. One of the principles that we talk about a lot here at Just Us Friends, and that I truly know and believe, is that each and every being has within them a true essence, a true self, a sacred self, no matter what your tradition may be. We know that pure and sacred essence in all that is in the world, and that you too embody that essence. And to live it in the world is very difficult. Our society, all human societies, do not encourage the expression and the living of what is actually a very vulnerable and subtle self, and it much more glamorizes creating an ego self that manifests in the world and gives us lots of information about how that ego self should be in order for us to be successful. What we are hoping that we can all be doing together is going beyond that self that manifests and lives in the world, and on this journey reveal for each of us in our own unique way that sacred self, that true self. And what this often is lifting off all of those layers and layers of who we think we are in order to get down to the knowing, to the experience, to the unexplainable and indescribable true self that is only known. It's a little like watching something as beautiful and miraculous and profound as a sunset. Something we see every day. We know it occurs whether we see it or not. But if we had to describe it, if we had to say what it is, what it's about, how to explain that sense of beauty and that awakening sense of awe that we feel when we watch that sunset, we would not have the words to do it. We wouldn't have the capacity to do it. Your true self is as subtle, is as unexplainable, is as miraculous, is as experienceable as a glorious sunset. It's there whether you see it or not. And to really live from that experience and knowing of true self takes stopping and little by little uncovering and revealing that self to each of us in our own way. Spiritual traditions are helpful in this because many of us know that sense of awesome, true, sacred in our spiritual tradition, but some of you find that in nature. Some of you find that in creative arts. In your own way, trust that you are growing and evolving in your journey to find and know and live that true self. Meditation is a time to, little by little, lift those veils and obscurations, and little by little touching that self. Every meditation is not going to be peaceful or beautiful or happy. Some may be scary, some may be painful, some may lift veils off pain that has been hidden away, and tears may come. Meditation is merely a time of resting and being with what is. And during that time of focus, lifting those veils little by little, those obscurations, in order to know a little bit more each time who we are, who we really are. You may experience having those moments of veils lifting. You may be resting in a place of equanimity, a place of vastness, a place of peacefulness. And then all of a sudden, a thought may come, and it may totally pull the cushion out from under you. If we notice, then that's a curious event. What just happened? Noticing, naming, being curious. Later you can go back. Why, when I was resting in a state of clarity and peacefulness, did I suddenly have a memory of the time that I had this terrible car wreck? That's a curious event. Is that an obscuration? Is that a trauma? Is that something I carry within me that it's time to lift, time to let go of, time to start processing? You are an unfolding self, wanting to be seen, wanting to be known, wanting to be revealed. How is that self full of wisdom, profound, directing you to find yourself? Meditation is an opportunity to notice that self-revealing path of awareness. So let's take a minute just to sit and breathe without any agenda, without having any sense of something should happen, and know that whatever happens is something to notice, something to watch, something not to latch onto, but something that wisdom is giving you for a purpose, to pay attention to move you to your next growing edge. So you're in charge of noticing the clues, and later you might journal with them or draw with them. But what we'll do together is just sitting and breathing.